let's get right into this review for Hoppers. Alright, so Hoppers is directed by Daniel Chong and is the latest Disney Pixar animation film to release this year. I have to say, I didn't really see the trailers for this all too much at the theaters, but one look at the previews online was enough to show me the potential for this to be another fun, original tale within the animation genre. So now that I've seen the film, what did I think about the cinematic package here? I thought this was an alright time. To start with the positives, the animations were great. It's 2026 and animation quality is only getting better from here on out. There's a lot of fun and creative segments throughout the film, and the visuals remain consistently fresh all throughout. Now another positive was a strong introduction in Act 1. It sort of plays out like those effective short films, and I was fully on board with the tone and vibe being set up for the story with the initial segment. Also, there's some fun character dynamics at play here between Mabel and her grandma, and Mabel with King George the Gopher that remains some of the top highlights for me as the core positives. The themes are all here as well, surrounding the human to animal relationship of the environment, which I appreciated. Now I will say though, none of the pivotal story beats ever truly dug deep for me emotionally. They were just satisfactory enough for the film package at the end of the day. Now as for the negatives, I think my core issue is how simple and predictable the entire package can feel. I honestly saw Act 3 coming miles and miles away, and a part of me hoped that there was something more at play here. But no, it just plays out exactly as I thought it would. Also, the general concept of being a hopper was cool initially, where human essentially avatars their way into animal-like robotic bodies to blend into the animal ecosystem. But this element remains pretty bare bones and simplistic in execution, and they don't really do anything more creatively with this aspect than I thought they would. Also, this film has some dark concepts of nature or specific executions of certain story beats that caught me by surprise, since this is a family-friendly animation film. For example, there's this moment when a certain animal dies, and it surprisingly is a pretty brutal scenario the more you think about it. My final score for Hoppers ends up being 7 out of 10. I think this was a decent time at the theaters. If you're interested in the trailers, you can't really go wrong with your experience here. The story doesn't get any deeper than what was already evoked through the previews, but it gets the job done at the end of the day. This is a no-frill type of animated film that'll provide a simple story to showcase some themes and concepts about nature and humanity's relationship to it. Anyways, since we're checking this movie review out, I'll have more coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I shall see you on my next upload. Until then, stay safe out there, and peace.